Hi, my name is Marie-Claude Fleury.
And I'm Laurent Bellemare.
And we are members of Disorientation. It's an extreme dark chamber metal music. I do the vocals and I play oboe and I do some guitar noise.
I'm mainly a drummer. I think Marie is being humble. She's the main brain behind the project, main composer, main arranger. So it's all from her vision. So yeah, I'm the newly added member, drummer, also backing vocalist. And like she said, we call our style of music dark chamber metal as opposed to symphonic. Chamber music is a type of classical music which has less instruments in its instrumentation than a proper orchestra, so it's more accurate to describe it that way. And also we wanted dissociate ourselves from the kind of like epic connotations that symphonic metal has. Disorientation's music is disorienting, to say the least.
I chose it because it's a little bit enigmatic and you cannot really assume that we'll have a specific sound just by hearing the name. And also it's because of everybody's trying to sort of tell us how to live our lives and everything, and it's not always right. So Disorientation is also about the confusion related to that.
I think we're only just exploring that since the band is very new, but from what we can gather from our friends and relatives and people from the local Montreal scene is it seems like we succeeded in doing something that doesn't sound like most bands and has a varied range of influences. I can surely say from an external perspective, because I only just joined the band, I was a fan of Disorientation before I joined. So for 2 EPs, I was on the other side, just listening and enjoying the music. I just think Marie, with her vision, she's choosing the path less traveled, where she's really trying to do something that's different. And it's kind of difficult to say if our songs are death metal, black metal, doom. None of those styles properly fit what the band is doing. And I mean, I don't want to sound arrogant. I think a lot of bands like to think that about their sound, but I genuinely think that this is the case with Disorientation.
Yes, the single, because before the single, the band was only me and Daniel Daris, who's playing bass and guitars. And for the single, we have 2 new members, like Laurent and Samuel, who's playing guitar. So to ensure everything was running smoothly, we said, okay, well, we should focus on only one song to make sure everything is alright, because the way of making the song come to life, it's going to be different. There's going to be new people, and we wanted to make sure that our way of working was still alright for a band with 2 new members.
I see the single as like a kind of like a passageway to things to come. For me, definitely it was an easier pill to swallow to learn one song, one 8-minute song, learn it, then record it. Disorientation is kind of like the medium that helped me, or the pretext that helped me get back on drums seriously. So I practiced and re-equipped myself specifically for the purpose of recording that song. So it gave us, I think, a blueprint of how we can work, even if we're not necessarily working in a jam space as a complete band. So it gave us just an approach on how we can create music. About promotion, this is like a hot topic for me. We've had projects, we've had different music projects over the years, and it's always really challenging to properly promote your music and make people care. It's essentially a battle for attention. Every content, every like artist, and I hate this term, but content creator nowadays is competing for people's attention, and the slice of the pie is getting thinner and thinner because there's more offer than people are demanding for music to listen to. So it's difficult, and it's even harder for a band that doesn't fit into pre-established ideas of like what extreme metal should be, or what subgenres already exist. So this is the core of this is the main challenge for us, I think, just getting some exposure for our music.
Yes, and also the fact that attention spans are getting shorter, it adds an extra difficulty to the task. It's like people, they want everything and they want it now. So for a band who writes, as Laurent says, music that doesn't fit into a specific criteria, or music with many complicated parts, it's going to be even harder to grab people's attention.
Maybe as a closing statement, I just want to add what we are doing concretely. I've been personally focusing a lot on word of mouth. I want to go back to a more local mindset of how I promote or try to share the art or music I make. I'm no longer interested in spending a lot of energy trying to get the attention of, like, I don't know, big major media or labels or something. I'm confident that these things could happen organically if we build a strong enough following. But for now, I prefer to send my music to everyone that I would like. Anyone that I would like, they be aware of what I'm doing. I send them our latest single. So that's what I've been doing. That involves some acquaintances or band members from bands I like or I've met in other countries, but it has to be word of mouth, like single person-to-person messages. That's really where my focus is, because everything else is kind of unsatisfying to me. So I try to really focus on the creative process, and then once the music is out, sharing it with people I care about and whose musical taste and judgment I value. As a closing remark, we can say, like, thanks to anyone who will pay attention to our music, even if you end up not liking it or never listening to it again. If you've made it this far, it means that you care about music and you have the patience to try something different. So yeah, thank you for anyone that cares about our band.
Yes, and we're already working on new material, and we are looking for opportunities to play shows, so you'll hear from us pretty soon.